Jam and marmalade are often treated as if they're the same thing. They sit side by side on grocery store shelves, they're both spread on toast, and they're both made by cooking fruit with sugar. Because of those similarities, it's easy to assume the only real difference is the name on the label. In reality, they are two distinct fruit preserves with their own ingredients, textures, flavors, and histories. One is made from the flesh of fruit, while the other is famous for including the peel, creating a completely different taste and texture. What seems like a small difference has shaped recipes and breakfast tables for centuries, making each spread unique in its own way. Right here, on History of Simple Things. Walk down the breakfast aisle of any grocery store and you'll find colorful jars labeled jam and marmalade sitting side by side. Both are sweet fruit spreads made by cooking fruit with sugar until they thicken, and both can be used in many of the same recipes. Yet they are far from identical. The biggest distinction lies in what goes into the jar. Jam focuses on the soft flesh of fruit, while marmalade is traditionally made from citrus fruits and includes the peel. That single difference changes everything, from the flavor and texture to the way each spread is enjoyed. It also explains why someone who loves one may not necessarily enjoy the other. Jam is made by crushing or chopping fruit before cooking it with sugar. As the mixture simmers, the fruit softens and releases pectin, a natural substance that helps create the thick, spreadable consistency people expect from jam. Almost any fruit can be turned into jam. Strawberries, blueberries, peaches, raspberries, cherries, and apricots are among the most common choices. Since pieces of fruit remain in the mixture, jam usually has a soft texture with noticeable chunks that preserve the fruit's natural flavor. Jam also became popular because it was an effective way to preserve seasonal fruit before refrigeration. The high sugar content slowed spoilage, allowing families to enjoy the taste of summer long after harvest had ended. Even today, homemade jam remains a favorite tradition in many households during fruit harvest season. Marmalade stands apart because it is traditionally made from citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, limes, or grapefruits. Unlike jam, it includes thin slices or finely chopped pieces of the fruit's peel. The peel contains aromatic oils that give marmalade its distinctive fragrance, along with a slight bitterness that balances the sweetness of the sugar. This creates a flavor that is sweet, tangy, and pleasantly bitter all at once. Its texture is also unique. Instead of soft fruit chunks, marmalade usually contains translucent strips of citrus peel suspended in a glossy jelly. Citrus fruits are naturally high in pectin as well, making marmalade easier to set without adding extra ingredients. That combination of texture and flavor is what gives marmalade its unmistakable character. People had preserved fruit with sweeteners for thousands of years. As sugar became more available in Europe, fruit preserves gradually evolved into the jams that remain popular today. Marmalade developed along a different path. Although citrus preserves were made throughout the Mediterranean, orange marmalade became closely associated with Britain. The Keeler family helped popularize it commercially during the 18th century using bitter Seville oranges. Interestingly, the word marmalade originally came from the Portuguese word marmalada, a quince preserve. Over time, the name became associated almost entirely with citrus spreads, and in many countries today, products labeled as marmalade must still be made primarily from citrus fruits. These traditions have helped preserve the unique identity of marmalade even as recipes continue to evolve. Whether jam or marmalade is better comes down to personal preference. Jam delivers the pure sweetness of fruit and works wonderfully in sandwiches, pastries, desserts, and baked goods. Its familiar flavor makes it the more popular choice for many people. Marmalade offers a more layered taste. The slight bitterness from the peel keeps it from becoming overly sweet, making it a favorite with buttered toast, croissants, cheeses, roasted meats, and even savory sauces. Each spread also behaves differently in cooking. Jam provides concentrated fruit flavor, while marmalade contributes bright citrus notes that can transform both sweet and savory recipes. Their versatility is one of the reasons both have remained pantry staples for generations. The difference between jam and marmalade may seem small, but it highlights how a single ingredient can completely change a food. Adding citrus peel creates a spread with its own texture, aroma, and character. Both preserves also represent centuries of creativity. People found ways to preserve fresh fruit using sugar, creating foods that could last well beyond harvest season. Although modern recipes now include countless new flavors and combinations, the traditional methods remain largely unchanged. Jam celebrates the fruit itself, while marmalade celebrates both the fruit and its peel, giving each preserve its own unique identity. Together, they show how simple ingredients can produce remarkably different results through thoughtful preparation. Jam and marmalade may share the same shelf, but they are not the same spread. Jam is made from crushed or chopped fruit, creating a sweet, fruit-filled preserve. Marmalade, on the other hand, is traditionally made from citrus fruits and includes the peel, giving it a distinctive balance of sweetness, tanginess, and gentle bitterness. What seems like a small difference has created two beloved foods with their own histories, flavors, and traditions. Whether someone prefers the familiar sweetness of jam or the bold citrus character of marmalade, both have earned a lasting place on breakfast tables and in kitchens around the world. Their enduring popularity is a reminder that even the simplest foods can have surprisingly rich stories behind them. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.